Hi guys, I thought I would do a video on my hardcore build that I run. I help to boost people up to watch level for their hardcore characters. Um, for those who don't know what hardcore is a character that you can make where once you die, you die. There's no reset, there's no log out, log back in, and everything that you have on your person um, is deleted. Everything, your progress. Um, the only things that are not deleted is your skins, and that obviously because they're account um, related. But everything that you carry in your person, so all these guns, including the Eagle Bearer, everything. If I die, this everything here is deleted. Okay, so that's the hardcore character. Why run a hardcore character? I mean, I enjoy it. It puts a little bit of an edge to the game. You have to be more careful. You have to be selective with the items that you carry because you're not allowed to carry 150. There's no stash. There's no shared stash. There is a few little tips and tricks that you can do to help maximize your builds and help maximize your experience, but I'll save that for another video. This video is just about the build that I use to run and gun, keep myself alive for as long as I can. I mean, I've managed to get to watch level 663, which is not a lot compared to there's some people that are out there that I think there's Virus is a guy who I play with, and I think he's nearly 20,000 on watch level. It's crazy, crazy, crazy numbers. So it is doable. So basically, what you want is you want survivability that doesn't take away your damage, and then you want damage that doesn't take away your survivability. So that's basically it. So that's why I run the build that I do. Okay, so firstly is the gun that I use and why I use it, and it's the Chatterbox SMG. It's the exotic SMG. It can be farmed in SMG targeted loot, but it can also be obtained with hyena boxes, which I don't mind the targeted loot, but I think the hyena box is more fun. It's more of a mission. It's more things. It's more of an enjoyable experience. So I'm going to do a video at some point as well on how to get the Chatterbox gun that way as well. So yeah, so the Chatterbox gun. The reason why is for two reasons. One is the fire rate is brilliant. The damage for SMG is brilliant. Obviously, it's not as high as the backfire, but the backfire, I love the backfire. It's an amazing looking gun. It's an amazing SMG, but the backfire it deals damage to you, and you don't want that when it comes to hardcore. The Lady Death is another one. It's another really good gun, but it's just shy of the damage that I need, and it's also the talents which I'll get into now. I do use the Chameleon on my PC. For hardcore, but for this build, I prefer the Chatterbox. So the Chatterbox, you're looking for SMG damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. Okay, and the talent is when you reload, rate of fire is increased by 20% for every enemy within 15 meters for the duration of that magazine. Kills refill 50% of your magazine. Okay, so basically what that means is that for as long as you are killing, you don't need to reload. Okay, I'll put some footage at the end of this explanation of my build as to what I mean. So it's really good. It's a more of an experience. It's I don't want to say that it's only for experienced players because it's not. You know what I mean? This game is for everybody. But this gun, if you know where the ads are coming from and you know when they're going to spawn and where they're going to spawn, then you are going to get the most out of this gun. It's as simple as that, really. It melts everything and anything. Doesn't matter if they're elites. It doesn't matter if you're World Tier 5. Doesn't matter if you're World Tier 1. Doesn't matter if you're level 1. This gun melts. Okay, it's a really, really good gun. So your secondary, I mean, I do put a shotgun on but I'd never use it. You can put anything you want on there. You could even run the Baker's dozen if you want, because the Baker's dozen is good for a long range. So you can kind of hold back a little bit more if you're a little bit more cautious. Okay. So the the build is 3 blues and the rest red. Now, normally, when you run an open world, everything would be either all blue, which technically I wouldn't really do that open world, but you get what I mean. It would be all blue, all red, or all yellow. The reason for this is because I wanted. It's about survivability. So 1.3 million is enough for me. 1.3 million armor. It's enough for me to do as much damage as have as much armor as I need. So what I do to also help that is I run the Memento backpack. Okay, so I run weapon damage and armor, and then the attribute is critical hit damage. And the talent is enemies you kill drop a trophy of death. Collecting these trophies provides both a short and long term buff. The first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and latest. So 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gained an additional 1 plus 1% weapon damage, plus 1% skill damage, efficiency, and plus 0.1% armor regenerated for 30 seconds, maximum 30 stacks. So basically, again, and it's a lot of gibberish, but basically what it means is you kill an enemy, they drop a tag. You pick that tag up, and you either get damage bonus or you get armor bonus. Okay, so the more enemies you kill, you run around and get those tags. You got bonus armor on top of your 1.3 million armor that you've already got. Again, it's survivability. Okay, so the Memento backpack. If you ignore the talent for a second, just the attributes alone, I'm covering all 3 bases. So I'm covering weapon damage, armor, and critical damage. Okay, so my pieces are the Hunter Fury. Okay. Now, again, this just works so well because it gives me 15% shotgun damage and 15% SMG damage for a 2-piece. 3-piece gives me 20% armor and 100% health on kill, which I am running. And then the 4-piece gives me the Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive. Whoops. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorientates other enemies within a 5 meter and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So again, a lot of gibberish, but basically what that means is, so whilst the Chatterbox is constantly killing, and then you've got the Memento backpack is constantly dropping tokens. What the Hunter Apex Predator does is, for everyone that you kill within 5, so you kill one enemy, all the other enemies within 5 meters are disorientated, and you also get a weapon buff, and they get a debuff, and you get a buff. So you put all those 3 together, as well as knowing where the ads spawn, they've got no chance. 99% of the time, they don't even get out of the door. You know where they spawn. They're in a little room. The door opens. You kill one. It staggers all the other ones. You kill another one. It staggers them. You kill another one. You're getting stronger. They're getting weaker. Your damage is getting greater. Their damage is getting less. And it's just good night to the enemies. So as far as the attributes that I run on these, so on 1-piece I run armor, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. On the gloves, I run weapon damage and critical hit damage, and I haven't even maximized these ones out yet. And this you'll see by my footage, this build melts. On the knees, I run weapon damage and critical hit damage, and on the holster, I run armor and critical hit damage, and that gives me so far the stats of 58% critical hit chance and 135% critical hit damage. So on top of that, with the 1.3 million. Those numbers, those crit chance and crit damage numbers, are beginner raid numbers. That's how good that is, and the raid is above legendary in my opinion when it comes to the bosses and everything you got to do. And this build would be okay at that. You know what I mean? So the fact that it's just hardcore is great. As far as the pistol's concerned, whatever you want. As far as specialization is concerned, whatever you want. What I definitely would. Oh, the chest piece. I forgot about the chest piece. So the chest piece is Sokolov. Just makes sense because the Chatterbox is SMG. So I'll get 10% SMG damage, and I've got weapon damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage mod, and it's unbreakable. For me, it's got to be unbreakable. If you want to run shotguns, you can run the Badger Tough, which is 0Fs, which is perfectly unbreakable. But unbreakable's fine. So you add all those together, so you've got unbreakable, the buffs and debuffs, and the tokens for the Memento backpack. It's a really good build for survivability. Obviously, you've still got to be careful. You know what I mean? 'Cause you don't want to die and lose everything, so you don't just want to run into places blindly. But it works really well. So the skills, so definitely a revive hive. You've got to have a revive hive. I know some people don't, but in my opinion, you've got to have a revive hive. You just putting yourself to risk. And I run a shield as my second skill, because it just really helps. I like it. It's more survivability. It's more defense for me. The cooldown on it is really good. Because I've got a skill tier as well, so that helps with the shield a little bit. But yeah, that's the build. It works really well. Like I said, I'll follow some footage now with this. The goal is just to stay alive. There is on my PC, I do run a slightly different armor regen build, but after playing this for a couple of days, then going back to that one, this is the better build in my opinion. And like I said, it's not even maxed out yet. When it's maxed out, it'll be crazy. But as we know, maxing out things are not the cheapest in Division. So yeah, so that's the build. Like I said, I'll put some footage on it of what it looks like in action. So enjoy. Thank you for watching.
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Wyvern, what's the status? Wyvern, come in. Wyvern! Fuck!
Rocket launch backup power activated. Launch sequence initiated.
Come on, bitch.
You flushed her out, Agent. Now take her down.
In my brain so I can play while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Hostile forces.
That's all I need, a chip.
How are you level
Microchip,
5,000?
yeah.
It's the Brain Dead 5,000 chip.
Yeah, exactly. I just sit there and it does things for me. Imagine that though, Bam. It's like you're sitting there playing, wide awake, doze off, fall asleep, you're still playing in a party, somebody's trying to talk to you and you're just sitting there, but still just shitting on ads. Just out cold, going at it. Ah!
Besides, I know I'm going to let the cat out of the bag here, but it was an early birthday present for you. If you guys don't know, tell me I'm wrong, Bam. But your birthday is February 22nd. Am I
Nope.
right?
No.
I'm not right?
No.
Are you just saying? Are you having a piss? Are you?
Are you having a
seriously, that's
piss?
not right.
The saying is, are you taking the piss? Not are you having a piss?
Hostile control point detected.
You taking the piss? Okay, thank you.
Are
I'll
you
get my
having a piss?
colloquialism. Are you taking a piss?
That's going in my next video.
Oh, damn it! I think you have like a 2-hour movie at this point of Lulu.
No, that's just going in
whatever.
any video. Any video that's going in.